Maytag. What's the model number? Can you make it a public secret?
M6X08F2A-C.
And we said this is from the very, very end of 2003.
Yes, so the serial number is Mike Romeo 109368 358Y. So this was made on Christmas Eve 2003.
Merry Christmas.
Yes.
This would have been a good Christmas gift to receive.
Oh man, that's not though.
So this is a unit, this is actually very early on my air conditioning collecting days. This was picked up on the side of the road in a pile of, I wasn't going to say it was garbage, it was like furniture and small appliances. There was a TV, a CRT TV in the mix, I think, which I now regret not picking up.
Yeah, you and Mike, I bet.
Yeah, and probably the letter H too.
Oh yeah.
And maybe you. For the video games.
Yeah.
But anyways, this was one I picked up, and I've never been able to, well, now I can, but I previously was not able to use it at the time. And hopefully this year, if it ever warms up, we'll use it this year. So we're going to try to find out what type of compressor it is. Unfortunately, it's not a Rotorex, but it is what it is. You can't have the best in everything.
Yeah, so today is March 15th, and it is currently 39 degrees. It is freezing outside. It is so cold.
39 and dropping at that.
And a week ago, it was like 70.
It was 27 last night.
That's awful.
I hate that temperature.
I do too. So let me just get in the way.
Okay.
These grills are a little bit tricky to get off. They feel like they're going to snap. Speaking of things that are tricky, that bit's kind of worn out.
What kind of bit does it take?
Number 2 Phillips. This one looks like it's...
You don't want to use the nut driver?
Well, I have to take the grill off.
Oh, but I've got this one we want to use for the...
Yeah, that's a 1/4 inch. Same as it ever was.
Very yellowed, but it's no cracks yet.
I mean, as yellowed as it is, it's actually, the inside of it looks almost pristine.
Yeah, I think this was very low hours.
Yeah, this is like a 1-season unit. Alright, so that's...
The guard could have gotten moldy just from like sitting in a damp basement over the years.
Could have been a hidden secret.
Well, it's becoming a public secret now. Wow, that is in excellent condition. There's not even any mold in the fan.
That's amazing. I guess it's sleeve.
Is it?
Yeah.
Gee, it sure spins like a ball. Well, as we've said many times, I feel like this is still pretty good quality equipment. Yeah, it's got to be... I guess it does have to be ball or sleeve if there's any kind of play there, but...
Presumably, but I'm also not the authority on bearings.
I don't know, it's just... It spins really free, but it's... I think it's... Yeah, it's got to be sleeve with that much play.
Let's see, is this 1/4 inch? I mean, the screws are all still shiny on it.
There is no rust to speak of. Rust to speak of on this coil. It's pristine.
Are there any Daves to speak of?
There's no Dave on the coil.
Any Kens?
No Ken. And this is one of those high efficiency coils. So this unit is from that very small period of time where higher efficiency coils and so forth was still combined with quality. And there was, what, maybe 2 or 3 years where that actually was the case.
I think this is metric because it's kind of spin. Yeah.
That's kind of odd.
It doesn't quite grab right. But anyway. Do not operate with grill removed.
Let's turn it on.
Well, we are going to. It is vibrating something awful, though.
Yeah, there's got to be some kind of issue with the mounting for the compressor.
Which is weird because the unit's so low hours that you wouldn't think that. Well, actually, I just moved it further away.
This is so wide of a view, it doesn't
Really make a difference.
That's why I figured we should use this camera. There's a better chance of stuff actually staying in the frame.
I think you're, like I said off camera, I think you're underestimating my capability of blocking things because my head's probably in the way right now. I like that they spray painted the styrofoam black so the daylight doesn't get through it. So like if this is in a bedroom and you like to sleep when it's really, really dark like me, it keeps the light out.
But on the other hand, because I know you like to
Mold.
you like to discuss both sides of everything, which is valuable, that does inhibit more mold growth. This is definitely a one season unit, if that.
This might be like a couple weeks. I don't know what kind of compressor this is.
Rotary.
It's rotary, but...
And the... Should we talk about the accumulator?
Oh, the one... That's massive. Like a reciprocating would have. I can't see a manufacturer name on this. And the label's facing the wrong way. I think this might be a Samsung, if I had to guess.
It's definitely not Rotarex.
No, it's oh, sorry. It's not. It's an LG.
Life's garbage.
Locked rotor amp rating of 37.5.
Made in Korea?
I can't tell. It's new enough that it might have been made in China. Ooh, China. Ooh. Still warm, actually. It's kind of funny. I can't see. There's too much. Oh.
There's too much styrofoam in the way.
I would have to take the. Unfortunately, you could tell they were kind of starting to cheap out because the bulkhead's made of styrofoam rather than metal.
Yeah, there's no doubt that this is definitely cheaper than stuff was in the 90s, but this is still, like, the core components are still good enough quality to, in my opinion, be a respectable machine.
Yeah, but the coil's in excellent shape. It's like there's really nothing blocking. Yeah, it's a little dark in there, but trust me, bro.
Yeah, it's very clean.
Like you said, this is probably a one season, maybe even partial season use. Like even the base pan is still shiny in there.
And this is always a good indicator of how long the water's been in there, and it's not been in there for long at all.
It's a good incandescent.
This came out from outside of a very large house, larger than I would expect this to be used in. So I wonder if maybe the house had central air conditioning and it broke, and this was purchased as, just a damage control for a couple weeks or something like that.
That would make sense. And we're not going to keep it. We'll just cancel it out because why? Okay, so given that this thing was vibrating, I don't know why, because it has very, very low hours on it. It's probably worth checking the compressor mounts to see if the sleeves are hosed up in some way.
The rubber's not hard at all, so I don't think that's the problem.
Rubber's still soft. Yeah, I don't have an explanation, but this thing was vibrating really, really bad.
Even the paint on the screw is still good, which we're going to take off as we loosen this probably.
Yeah, unfortunately I didn't bring my tools with me. I'd rather use a ratchet.
Well, I have a ratchet set over here.
Yeah, but why would we use that?
Okay, we can use the adjustable wrench.
We have to use a ratchet and a really long extension to get to these two studs here.
Do you know where mine is?
It's in the garage, right?
No, that's a secret.
Hidden secret. That's great.
Did it go in the bucket?
No.
Oh, that would have been even better.
All right, so I mean,
yeah, you can't.
That looks brand new.
The slightest.
Okay, well,
that's not the issue.
Not on that one, but we could check the other two because this thing was vibrating bad.
It was. I feel like there's got to be something wrong. Unless maybe is it not sitting properly on the mounts? It doesn't look like it's been banged around or defective or anything.
It does have some blue coating on the coil too, which is kind of nice.
It's too bad they didn't put that on the outside too.
I know, it doesn't make sense, because that's the one more likely to have a problem.
Well, I could see they're both, I mean, the inside's wet all the time, but then again,
Yeah.
so is the outside if it's humid.
Yeah, this was vibrating so bad before, we were saying it looked like it was out of focus in real life.
Yeah, we just got to put one tie wrap probably right there and hold that in place.
Alright, well I'll go out into the hidden secret location and get the extension and see if I can pull these other sleeves out and see if it quiets it down. And
Is that red paint on there?
yeah. That's probably to mark the diameter of the tube is a certain color. Because I've seen red on some, blue on others.
Well, that's so loud. There should be some tie wraps in the garage we can grab. Unless is there one just kicking around here somewhere?
Well, that's a hidden secret. Alright, let me go out to the garage. I gotta go get my shoes, they're upstairs.
Yeah, this counter was in. I kind of like this counter, that's why I moved it down here. These cabinets were used to create this and the stuff in the garage.
Oh boy, this is really tight quarters on this side of the compressor. I don't know.
So I have this here, which I don't know how long that is in comparison to what you've got.
Well, the problem is this is a different type of drive. This is a 1/4 inch hex versus let me not. This is
Well, combined with the length of this handle, would that be a benefit?
it might potentially work.
Okay.
Yeah, but the
Yeah,
problem
this
is we need a
try.
deep socket that's 1/2 inch
Oh,
because the studs are really long.
can one of these things convert it?
Well, we might be able to figure something out.
All right, here's something we can try, and then
In case we say something stupid.
well, you know that's not an unlikely possibility. Oh, here's the block and tackle I was talking about earlier today.
Oh, yeah?
Post out.
Boy, it's really tight in here compared to the other small chassis units that I'm used to. Wow. I knew that was going to happen. Ow. Why'd you fall down there? Come on, Betsy. I can't see what I'm doing. Oh, great.
That might be all I've got. I don't think I have anything else
Okay.
other than that along those lines.
Yes, I got it. Might have to be a hidden secret.
Keep it a secret. Don't publicize that secret.
Actually, you know what might help is if you have a magnet on a stick.
I definitely have one. I'm not sure. I haven't used it in a while.
Because these are galvanized steel, so... Oh, wow.
That might be in the garage. Oh, here's the lead tape.
Oh, I remember the lead tape. That was to balance fans.
Yep.
Did that ever end up working?
Yeah, it works. It's just a pain in the neck to figure out where it needs to go.
Is that because it's a hidden secret?
That is a hidden secret.
Alright, so I got 2 of them out.
Here's a magnet. I don't know where the stick part is.
That's a big magnet, wow. Alright, the best I'm going to be able to do in the meantime is 2 out of the 3.
We don't have a long enough extension.
This one looks pretty good. This one looks pretty good, as it should, because the unit looks new. Well, it's in a weird spot. I would need, like, the lines are in the way. It's just very awkward.
Oh, on that side?
Yeah, that's a problem.
That's going to be an issue no matter what the driver we have. This chassis is just getting really compact.
Which on one hand is nice, but on the other hand, serviceability becomes a problem.
Yeah, nice for install, but that's about it.
All right, well, let's see.
Do you think it'd be we have to take the bulkhead apart?
Well, the problem is that the way that they built this is they dropped the sealed... Let's see if I can... They dropped the sealed system down, so there's a mouse hole here.
Squeak.
No mouse, though, but there's a mouse hole over here. And so they placed the whole sealed system, they dropped it down, rather than dropping the bulkhead over the lines like the older units did.
I see. Well, we could take the bulkhead partially apart. Looks like there's a seam halfway up.
Yeah, there is. And it doesn't look like it's all that difficult. It's only taped together.
Yeah, we could just cut the tape and then...
We could, or we could just complain that it's too hard to do and give up.
I can't get it.
If you're okay with me cutting the tape, then I'll go ahead and pursue
Yeah,
that.
I think because we'd have to do that to clean it anyways. Not that it needs a lot of cleaning, but...
While I get in the way. So yeah, they just used some clear packing tape, it looks like.
This one needs to be sliced over here till this foam stuff.
That'll be easy. Where's the knife? Is this...
You could, or there's the other shaped ones next to the squeegees.
The squeegees? This one's made in Mexico. I'll use this one.
Probably better quality.
Yeah. Yeah, this whole thing should... Alright, that's that side. And then just a little zip over here as I get in front of the camera. And then this should just come right out.
It's pretty easy access for service.
It helps a little bit, yeah. Not much, but...
Not with this particular issue, but...
This looks like the same blower wheel that they had on the older ones.
Probably is. Why change it? Yeah, that's a tough fit because the line is right above the mount. I wonder if the bolt was put in first and then the lines were connected.
I don't know. Like I said, I think they dropped the whole thing down. How did they get that bolt in there is another question.
There is a brace point here. They could have maybe put the coil in after the compressor was mounted.
It's entirely possible, yeah. Interesting.
Well, actually, that might be a job for this, because this can flex. If we can adapt this to take... oh, no! What the heck?
What's the matter?
It's all full of rust.
Rust.
Did this take a trip to Pottsville?
It took the last train to Pottsville. Alright, so let's see if we can adapt this. This sounds like a snake in here.
Did you leave the door open?
So many snakes in Connecticut, right? It sounds like Florida in here. It certainly doesn't feel like it outside, though, that's for sure.
It doesn't really feel like it inside either. It feels like Antarctica.
Feels like Canada in here.
It can get like down to -70 or something up there.
Yeah, Canada's no joke.
That's dangerous. Oh yeah, this is definitely sleeve bearing. But the bearings are in excellent condition still. And of course the blower wheel is all wobbly, even though it's...
Well, they always are.
Never been in the dishwasher, it still wobbles all over the place. What happened?
Oh. I was trying to pull one of these sockets out and... So how am I going to adapt this to 1/4-inch drive?
What do we have to
I
do?
know what I have to do. I see what I got here. Yeah, there we go. That goes in there. Yeah. And then...
Well, that socket's long.
Well, it has to be to get over the stud.
Correct.
This is a
predicament. I don't think that's going to work.
Come on, Betsy. Well, we may have to cut this tie wrap. Nothing's ever easy, is it? Like, this is in such a bad spot.
Now, in Fedor's defense, this is not part of a normal
No, this is not
servicing procedure, so there's really, I wouldn't count this against it too much. But
no, and these things were not really meant to be taken apart and worked on anyway. They were a disposable item.
But, we don't dispose things, so...
Oh, no, we don't cancel anything out around here.
Not an option.
No. This will allow us to...
That's tight.
Well, let's not grab it on because... There we go.
That driver is old. That might be worn out, too.
Okay, so this should free things up a little bit. All right. Just put this back where it was so I don't lose it. Should have been a 5-minute job.
Now, in the defense of these electronics controls, they are still working properly after more than 2 decades.
I think I'm going to have to cut the tie wrap rather than try to save the one that's there.
Well, if we have to replace it, we'll replace it.
You know what I can do? Because I'm a wise guy like that. Sometimes you can slip under the buckle.
We need like a small common screwdriver?
Maybe. Knives usually work pretty good for this. Or we could just cut this stupid thing off.
But then we gotta buy a new one.
Yeah, why would we want to do
That's pretty bad.
We don't want to cancel it out. This common screwdriver may be small enough. You got to be careful because this styrofoam's like that really crappy stuff that breaks really easy.
Well, if it's a function of getting a new tie wrap or potentially messing up the bulkhead, then we'll just get a new tie wrap.
Yeah, I think this tie wrap has to be canceled out.
All right,
begrudgingly. Begrudgingly.
Okay. Oh, where's this? Cancel it out.
Oh, you didn't cut it yet. I think wire cutters might make it a little easier.
Why would you want to do it easier?
All right, we'll do it the difficult way. We'll make it take a little longer. Here. There we go. Oop. Sorry about that. And we're not going to cancel out this wire tie because we can use it for that.
Actually, you can.
It still doesn't want to go in.
Why would they leave those studs so long? That's completely unnecessary.
I have no idea.
They should have been an inch or two cut off. Jeez, that's unpulling a lot of...
Geez, you think this stud is long enough? Gee whiz. All right. That's the easy part. Oh, because of course. So here's the problem. This washer is stuck because of this styrofoam. I don't want to scrape up the styrofoam, but it's impossible it's impossible to get the washer out otherwise. So I'm not going to wreck your unit, so you tell me what you want to do.
That is kind of annoying. So then the bulkhead, when you can't even take the bulkhead out because the refrigerant lines are in the way.
Right.
And you want to make a hole. Well, actually, I guess
You know what you might be able to do is you can loosen up the evaporator mounting screws, and the whole bulkhead may move just enough to get that out. I'm gonna try that.
Yeah, I don't think you need too much.
It's not, yeah, it's not a lot.
If you could get maybe even just 1/8 of an inch, that might be enough.
Let's see. This guy's working on Christmas Eve, I'll tell you. It was the night before Christmas in 2003.
It's kind of interesting to think about them being made all winter. I guess that makes sense, but in other regions, I suppose they would still be selling.
Well, it was made in China, so I guess in Florida, you know, there's potentially a use case for this in December. Yeah, this is.
Maybe we should remove that whole washer thing over here.
Yeah, I tried, but it's kind of stuck. Oh, never mind.
Is that for the thermostat?
That's for, yeah, if it had a mechanical thermostat, extra pieces. So here's the problem. I can't really...
Where's that pliers?
There you go.
I just made it tighter trying to take it off.
Well, why wouldn't you want to make it tighter?
Come on, stupid physics.
Come on. See, the other issue that we're starting to run into now is the bulkhead is getting caught on the fan. It's so close. Nice. Nice job. Now, can we get that sleeve out? You might have to push the rubber down and then lift up. Nice. Question is, if I put this back, will it be nice and quiet now?
Is this a case where maybe we should just leave the sleeves out?
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I was about to say that, and you kind of beat me to it.
Well, I go a little bit faster, I guess. Not by much.
Yeah, it's really too bad that they started using styrofoam as the bulkhead. And the hole in the styrofoam is barely big enough for the wires to even fit through it.
It's not good noise insulation either.
Well, it's better noise insulation than metal.
Oh, it is?
Oh yeah, styrofoam makes a great insulator for noise compared to metal.
I know it did for temperature, I didn't
Oh,
think it
yeah.
did for noise.
Yeah. Keep the mice out of there and...
Well, mice can shoot through that.
No, I know, I'm joking. Alright, you know what, that's probably good enough to start it up.
Alright, let's start it up.
Now we gotta wait 3 minutes.
Well, we might not get it to fire because it's so cold in here.
Wow, that is loud. We should like put a piece of tape over the beeper or something so that it can't run.
Beep.
Let's just make sure everything's free.
I'm so glad this has a 3-minute cooling delay. I would buy this over a different model just because of that.
Meanwhile, they literally all had it. I thought that was the compressor starting up. We may have to put this under an incandescent bulb.
Yeah, we're going to have to because it's not anywhere near 66 degrees in here.
No, it's probably not even 60 yet.
It's 62.
Oh, okay, we're getting there. Well, this came apart pretty easily.
Yeah, that was reasonable. Certainly easier than an Electrolux product.
Or Sharp.
Well, that is an Electrolux product.
Oh, is it?
By then it was.
Not the old Sharps. The old Sharps I heard were actually pretty good, according to Carson.
Oh, I agree, they are.
They use Matsushita parts, I think, too.
Yeah, they're Japanese.
Even the ones made in Thailand were pretty decent.
I'll have to get out incandescent.
You gonna dub Ed's voice over that? So it's 116.8 the volts.
How much incandescence?
Huh?
How much incandescence?
How much incandescent? Oh, I was just saying what the wattages are on the unit right now.
I know I saw incandescent.
Ed, where are the bulbs? Help us, Ed. Here it the is. Here it the is. How many watts is that?
43.
What?
43.
What?
43.
The watts? Ultra soft.
Slightly hard.
Cold cats. You want some hot dogs? No, I think I'll have some cold cats.
I hope you need cold cuts.
No, I was referring to what you said to Jay. Stop falling off. This is so annoying. It's hard to tell because it's not under load yet.
No, I can feel the. I could hear the vibration upstairs.
Well, that answers that question then.
I don't think it's any different.
I don't either. And it kind of makes sense that it's not. Yeah, the cap tube is out of focus.
I wonder if that's just the way LG compressors are.
No, they're not, because the Friedrich Chill that you found has an LG compressor, and that thing is exceptionally quiet.
I know that that Kenmore dehumidifier I found last year is Gold Star, and it's just as bad as this. The Gold Star OEM, and it has an LG compressor.
Well, I mean, Gold Star became LG. In fact, LG stands for Lucky Gold Star.
Oh, so for life's garbage.
That's too bad if this thing is really that bad. Because it's otherwise a good unit.
That is shaking a lot.
The mounts are pretty pliable. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, this, I mean, the amount of vibration that this compressor is producing is off the charts. And in the mounts defense, there's a lot less vibration being transferred into the unit.
Well, I guess we're kind of stuck with it as it is.
And if you feel the bottom of the compressor based off of, and then compared to the bottom of the machine, it is a lot less.
I guess it's just a crappy unit in that regard. Which is, I mean, this thing is freezing. I mean, the bulkhead is half missing and it's freezing coming out of this.
Yeah, that's how cold the coil's getting.
Yeah. Yeah, the fact that it's vibrating.
Yeah, this compressor is just ridiculously, something's not balanced right about it.
You know what we got to do next, right?
Say that's unfortunate.
No, it's worse than that.
Check the other one.
Yeah. Maybe even just in the pile.
Yeah, we would be able to tell. I don't know if it's warm. It's not going to be warm enough in the garage to start.
Put an incandescent bulb on it.
Okay. And the mount is absorbing a lot of vibration.
I'm not sure this is any better than it was before, but it's really hard to tell. Which, you know, it kind of makes the thing unusable then.
I use it.
With it vibrating that bad?
Yeah.
What if the wall starts vibrating? That would drive you crazy.
Well, take the pictures off the wall.
What pictures?
I don't know if there's any pictures that might vibrate.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
I can deal with that rumbling sound. It's like rattling things I can't deal. Like if the guard rattles, that I wouldn't know.
Well, that's the higher frequency stuff. Yeah.
This I could put up with this.
That is so cold. Wow.
Yeah, look at this. It's literally freezing all the way back to the for the reciprocating size accumulator. Yeah, this is getting really, really cold.
I mean, for what it's worth, the cap tubes aren't vibrating nearly as bad as they were before.
That's true. Well, maybe it is a little better. Wow, that is vibrating so much at the bottom.
And it feels like it's up and down, not radially.
100% it does. That is weird.
It almost feels like a recip the way it's vibrating. Although not all the recips go up and down, right? Some of them go...
Most of them don't.
Yeah,
Most
they go in and out.
Oh, I guess it depends on the size. A lot of the smaller ones are horizontal.
Horizontal?
The horizontal ones are horizontal.
That is so freezing cold. It's probably sucking back liquid now. The accumulator's frosted up too.
No, it's not going to be able to fill that accumulator.
Well, yeah, that's true given the size of it. Yeah, so, I mean, do we want to leave this hardware out? Maybe save these sleeves for a unit to repair someday?
Is there a reason to put it back?
Only if you turn it on its back or upside down, which you normally don't do.
Yeah, I don't have any intention to do that.
And I mean, to be fair, you could turn this thing on its side or on its back. That compressor's not falling out.
Yeah. No, I mean, if we could use this to fix a different unit, I don't have an objection to that.
If it were my unit, I'd leave it out. Now, what I would do is, like I said, save the parts because we can use this for something else.
Right. I can't believe how much this is vibrating.
That's awful.
I can barely even hold on to it. It's vibrating so bad. It's worse at the bottom. It's 10 times worse at the bottom.
Well, the rotor is on the bottom, right?
Feel it down here.
Oh, wow. That's awful.
Yeah, well, like feel this part compared to the base pan. You'll see it is absorbing a lot of the vibration, but
that's horrible.
there's just so much that there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, it's almost like the rotors are off. Well, they are off balance because it's an eccentric lobe.
Well,
But
the lobe is up here.
no, I think it's on the bottom.
No, it's up there.
Because I cut open an old Rotorex and the lobes were on the bottom. Right? Because the discharge...
No, this is suction, this is discharge up here.
Next
Well,
time
actually, it's high side.
Next time you come over, take a look at the Rotorex I cut open.
It's high side housing, so I guess it doesn't. The location of the discharge doesn't necessarily indicate where the lobe is.
Yeah, the tube can go all the way down into the bottom.
That's true.
And it's suctioning into the side of where the lobe is. That's
Right.
bad.
Okay, so you're right then. It is on the bottom.
Which would make sense because all the the motor and the laminations or everything are on the top. At least that's the way it was on the Rotorex.
Which is the best design ever. Yeah, the vibration on this is just, that is so badly out of balance.
I've never felt one this bad before.
I haven't either. I wonder if maybe that's why this was never used.
I would have a hard time using this thing. And I'm not like super picky with units, as you know.
We're going to have to test the other ones, and I wonder if this is defective or it's just the way it is by design.
And we're going to, well, it's in a stack of stuff because I was going to say we're going to have to pop the hood and see if that's also got an LG in it because that's important context to know.
Correct.
Well, it's not like we have anything else planned today. If we have to take the stack apart, so be it.
Well, we did it before, didn't we?
Yeah, compared to how long it takes us to do everything else. Yeah, this is bad. That's too bad because this is otherwise a great unit.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to put it back together. I think we've taken it as far as we can at this point.
Yeah. That is cold. Wow.
All right, shut it down. Yeah, I would tie them together while we have it apart.
Oh, you reuse this one.
Yeah, because we're not going to cancel out a perfectly good. Do you want to tie them together at the top or at the bottom?
I would do both.
Okay.
It's got some good gas sounds.
Sounds pretty cool.
And just for the record, if this was a Rotarex, it would not be vibrating anything like that.
No, Rotarexes are pretty quiet when the mounts aren't screwed up on it. Let me wash my hands so I don't get nasty fingerprints all over the styrofoam.
LG, life's garbage, life's vibrations. Rotarex made a better compressor than LG. Turn off this incandescent bulb. Incandescent.
Oh, the tie wraps are down here?
What?
The tie wraps are down here?
Yeah, they're here under these incandescent bulbs.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if they were in here or in the garage.
Well, there's some in both.
Oh, okay.
We use these because they're easier to access.
So I know you said you like punk music, so, and there's a reason I'm asking this. It's a very curveball question, but do you like The Clash?
I don't think I've ever heard of it.
Rock the Casbah?
Oh yeah, if you play me a song, I would probably recognize it.
Yeah, the reason I ask, and I don't know what made me think of this now, is I was at the grocery store the other day and I heard London Calling, and I forgot how much I liked that song.
Yeah, it's decent.
Yeah.
So this is a tie wrap that was from some type of packaging or something, and I cut it off and saved it.
Because we don't cancel out.
What do you save that for? Well, here we are. We're going to use it. And joke's on you because I didn't have to go out and buy a new one and spend money.
And we're going to need a third one to put these wires.
Yeah, we don't want that scraping up against that line. Which will do plenty of vibrating with the way this thing is.
Yeah. I really hope the other one's not like this. But if it is, it is. There's nothing we can do.
I'm just glad it's not a Rotarex unit because then that would give people more ammunition to complain about Rotarex.
I'm going to keep something to myself about Rotarex.
Me
and you
too.
know exactly what I'm thinking of right now.
I'm keeping the same thing to myself.
If you know, you know.
And if you don't, it's a secret.
It's a hidden secret. I guess the trick for the YouTubers who actually know what they're doing, which is obviously not me, is you kind of got to stand behind the camera.
Correct. Or very much have it off to the side and then zooms it in.
Let's see if I... How long is this thing?
Well, why? How loose are you gonna make it? I mean, you only have to turn it a quarter turn.
Taking it out so I can get more room. One way or another, I'm going to stop blocking this camera. This is probably what the pros do. And this is like an ergonomics disaster.
It is. That's why one of the reasons why working with the camera on always makes things take longer because you can't get the angles that you want.
I think the best compromise, and you've done this a lot lately, is putting it on your head.
It is, yeah. But then if you start trying to show something in detail, then you know, sometimes you miss close details.
Alright, that's as close as I'm going to get that. It's cool that we had extra parts for free.
Yeah.
This thermostat probe holder.
And those do fall out, so that's good to have.
Yeah. Can't tell you how many times. Actually, you know what this is for? I think this fell off. This is supposed to push the filter. That's why the filter was all screwed up.
That makes good sense.
Yeah, this is supposed to push the filter away from the coil so it doesn't get stuck on this temperature sensor.
That makes good sense because it never would go in properly.
Now it's going to vibrate even more because it'll go all the way down now. That was quite the hidden secret.
Well, I made it a public secret.
The bulb's pretty hot. I should have known better.
Oh, it is incandescent.
Is it an Edison bulb?
No, it's incandescent.
If you know, you know.
If you know, it's a public secret.
It's a hidden secret. What a stupid... That's not going to be funny to anybody but us. Probably for good reason.
It might be funny to incandescent Ed.
That's true. Ed would find that funny. All right.
I have to say that is probably actually easier in terms of cleaning.
I don't like it though. And the reason for it is because, you know, they don't have the mouse hole in the right place.
Yeah, it's definitely a sign of cheapness, but if it's easier, then it's easier.
Now I'm running into some trouble getting this back together because, in fact, I don't think that was all the way down before, if I'm honest. Something, it feels like it's supposed to be a little bit further over.
Okay, well maybe that'll help us solve the problem. Yeah, something's wrong here.
But I think it was like that when I took it apart.
I don't see anything in the way.
3 hours later.
No, you can see it's not closing properly.
But I swear that I didn't see them lined up right when I took it apart. Ow!
What
You're
happened?
pushing my hand in there.
Is that piece okay?
Yeah, this won't line up.
Huh.
Yeah, it wasn't right before.
Maybe it wasn't, I don't remember.
No, it wasn't. And I thought it was something looked off.
Well, it definitely is.
That's probably why that little piece of styrofoam was broken when I took it apart.
That would make sense.
Yeah, and yeah, there's really no way to get it better than it is.
No, then that's just the way it is.
What a terrible sound.
The vibrations will work it loose anyways.
There we go. Yeah, that's as in as it's gonna go.
Alright.
It's a secret. There we go. Where was the screw that I just took out? Oh, it's still on the nut driver. That's good. Okay. Yeah, that just feels real cheap, the way that that's put together in that spot.
Yeah, it is.
It's a sign of the times.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, great. Now I have to try to put the stupid guard back in there.
What's stupid going?
The condenser guard.
Oh.
Kind of tough to get that to line up right. Probably just fell out again. Oh no, it's still in there.
Oh,
Nice.
perfect.
I finally caught a break for once.
Yeah, that's rare.
Come on, why won't you go back down? Okay.
Is it lining up good?
Yeah, it's lining up great.
Perfect. Good thing it's not on, those holes would be all blurry.
Yeah, and how? Okay, that's much better now. Oh, it's stuck on the rug. It reminds me of that blooper video that I watched earlier.
Oh, with the phone?
Yeah.
rail?
There's your tripod kick. Well, I'm gonna plug it back in and we'll see what it's like.
Probably going to vibrate a little bit.
Probably gonna be terrible. Imagine I made it worse. I mean, it's not inconceivable, right?
It's pretty far-fetched.
Given how strange this thing has been working out. Oh, we got to put this on the incandescent bulb. The edecescent.
On this edecescent bulb.
That is so obnoxiously loud.
That it is. I'm so glad it has the built-in 3-minute cooling delay. That's really a selling point in this machine.
It teaches us delayed gratification.
It teaches patience.
Which is something I'm known for. Yeah, right. Yeah, the sun also rises in the west. And I got oceanfront property to sell you in Arizona. All right.
Got money to burn.
Maybe it would have been a good idea to put a new piece of tape on there.
Well, it's not the last time we're going to have this open.
Yes, it is. We're never touching it again.
Okay, well, use it dirty.
Actually, it's not much dirt to clean off of it.
No, but I would like to rinse it out first.
It's worse.
It is worse. Something's rattling. Something's vibrating now.
Probably the cap tubes.
Ow! They're all strapped in place. It did get worse.
How though?
Is that's the machine or something on the table? Oh, for heaven's sakes.
I think it's the table.
It could be. Can't tell.
It's marginally better than it was.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like the metal's not vibrating as bad as
No,
it was.
this is a little better. The numbers aren't blurry anymore. Man, that thing is freezing.
That is so. I mean, it is recirculating.
This is such a good air conditioner. Is it the grill that's rattling?
I don't know what it is. Whatever it is, it's on the outside side.
Is it something on the...
Yeah, it's the screwdriver.
Ah, okay, good. So it's not the machine. Well, that speaks to how much it's actually vibrating, though.
That's bad. But it's not as bad as it was.
No, it's a little bit better. Man, is that freezing?
That is so cold. That's probably blown in the 30s, if not 20s.
Oh, there is a temperature right there.
It's not 55. 63 I can believe.
Yeah, 64 says indoor temperature.
37. Yeah, that seems about right.
Yeah.
I can believe that. That should be warmest near the bottom because it goes out like that. Cold all the way through.
No, it certainly works good, and no doubt about that.
It's much better than it was.
It is. And it's just generally nowhere near as loud as I remember it being.
Well, I'll call that good.
Okay.
As good as it's going to get. But that compressor is... something ain't right about that.
That is not the first LG compressor I've come across that vibrates like that, though. That one in that Pinwood dehumidifier is just as bad or worse.
Was that the one that we fixed that was low on charge?
No, this was a different one.
That actually was a recip, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. That's why it was really worth patching it back together.
That was a nice unit.
It is.
I wonder if it's still holding the charge.
I have no idea. That's funny that Russ had the same one downstairs.
What are the odds?
And it was busted too.
Do you still have that?
Yeah, I got it on top of it. So he can use that one instead of the Hisense junk garbage he has in there.
I think that's a pretty drastic improvement.
I could live with it like this.
And you got some free spare parts out of the deal.
Yeah, which we can use to fix a rotary unit.
It's so cold that the coil's frosted up, and before anybody says, oh, it's because the charge is low, it's not, because all the loops are frosted.
Well, it's only 64 in here, so it's taking in air that's colder than it was ever intended to run anyway.
Yeah, for sure. See if I can hurry up and put... Yeah, hurry up, that'll be the day.
Okay. Actually, you got that on there pretty quick. Does that filter come in and out better now?
I'm afraid to touch it. I'm not messing with
It
it.
never came in or out properly that I recall.
It's not nearly the improvement of the Hampton Bays that we fixed, but it's much better.
Yeah. Well, those compressors are better balanced than this. This is ridiculously out of balance.
And how? So it's drawing... Well, it was 5.58 the amps.
That's very efficient. I mean, granted, it's under very little load, but that's still very efficient.
Not a bad unit.
I think it's a great unit.
Not a bad unit. It's just so weird that it's missing the side panels. Not that that matters for you.
I might have taken them off. I don't remember.
Let's go over here. No, it went over there. Yeah, because the two square screwdrivers are next to each other. Okay. Okay.
I do wish we had the remote for this, but
The haha
I
remote.
tried to get one and it didn't work, so we don't have the remote.
I think that's where everything went.
Close enough.
GE good enough.
Maytag, good air conditioner.
Decent.
Built-in 3-minute cooling delay.
As if that's a feature.
Can you imagine saying, oh yeah, I'm going to buy this air conditioner over that one because it takes longer for it to start working.
Is that on film?
Must be the capacitors discharging.
I can't believe that they got away with an 18 gauge cord on an 8K unit.
Well, it was only taking, what, 8 amps?
Well, yeah, at full load it's what, 7.5?
That's not a very long cord, so
Yeah,
I think
that's
that probably is adequate.
The inrush current's only 37.5 amps, so. Or maybe about 40 because the fan adds a little bit too.
As opposed to the 97 on the unit upstairs.
And that's 97 at 220, isn't it?
Yep. If that ever locked, that would be enough to take the fuses down on the mains.